Hello, people, and we are doing it live. We got all the sound effects and everything going. What's up, peoples? It's your boy MM2K back again with another one. Let me just adjust some things here, because I don't know why Streamlabs always does this to me. Does this to your boy? Let me go here. Let me check something right here. Make sure everything is copacetic on the YouTubes. Yeah, we looking good. We looking good. Big up to the homie. Somebody just subscribe. I appreciate you. I'm going to tweet this out too. Let the chat fill up. But big up to everybody. Oh Snapple. You're right, Neethles. You're right. Oh Snapple. Big up to the homie Neethles, man. Hey, look. Y'all not gonna do this to my boy P-Rock. So I'm throwing P-Rock a lifeboat. We gonna change the subject matter real quick. I see y'all, man. Y'all coming for him, man. Stop. He's a service person, and this is President's Day, man. Stop. Hold on one second. Let me just tweet this out. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all can help me out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can tweet it out too. That'd be fantastic. That'd be very glorious. And I apologize again as the chat fills up. If I do not catch your greetings, your salutations, I deeply apologize. Just give me a moment, get all this stuff out, clear out my desktop, and then we'll be ready to go. I'm not going to take forever for this. I want to go see Battlestar Alina in a little bit, but my wife is going to the gym, and so we're going to fight over the vehicle today because she trying to make her brother hop on a bus, and it's cold. It's cold. Blow. All right, we got all that out the way. Let me just close this. If y'all can do me a favor again, tweet it out for your boy. Let everybody know on your social media platforms. We're going to have an honest discussion. We're going to have an honest discussion today. No fluffs. My big ups to the homie, Neethles, that tweeted it out. We're going to have an honest discussion, man. I know everybody's ready to move on. Hold on one second. Let me see. Can rock with your boy live. Boom. Bada boom. Ooh, my sound is off, man. What the heck? What is going on? Can y'all hear me good? Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me good. Okay, hold on. Jack Powell, are you getting Days Gone? I don't know. I like the developer's other work on a Mega Strain Siphon Filter. That's one of my favorite games from the PlayStation 2 era. I thought that game was very pioneering. I wish Sony would have stayed in that type of direction. But I see they found their pay dirt elsewhere. But I don't know. We'll see. Big ups to the homie Dirk Griggity. He says, is this another RIP podcast, Xbox podcast? Oh, no. Hey, days gonna come. Yeah, this is the freedom song. Gotta free the dumb, freedom. Days gonna come. We gonna free the dumb today, baby. PlayStation makes Race King of all consoles. Jack Powell again. Dirk Griggity says, yep, and overdone. Bada boom! Time to make memes. Y'all going on and on and on and on, man. You know, days gonna come, man. Gotta free the dumb. All right. So with this being said, let me just start off with this first before I get into my bag. I want to show my appreciation to everybody and just say a thank you. You know, I ain't got 800,000 subscribers. I don't be out here the first one podcasting about the latest subject matter when it comes out. I don't review every single game because I don't play everything. But you guys have shown me appreciation, you know what I'm saying, just by rocking with your boy, listening to my take on different things. You know, I've grown some pretty tight friendships behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying, in front of the scenes with the people that rock out with me, man. I appreciate all of y'all. And to show my appreciation the best way that I can with the limited resources that I have is I just want to let y'all know there's some things coming down the pipe, man. There's some things coming down the pipe. I'm supposed to keep this stuff in, and I am. But I just want y'all to know to stay tuned, man. Things will not be the same. Once the storm rolls through, it's a wrap. I'm just letting y'all, putting everybody on notice, man. Some things are about to change. I had a very interesting meeting today with some cats. Bruh. We for those of you in the early adopters, you're really gonna benefit from this. From those that been with your boy since day one, y'all really gonna benefit from this, man. I'm telling you, we got some things coming, man. But right now, we got a days gonna come. Gotta freedom. All right. Crackdown 3 has changed Xbox gaming forever. Sip this coffee. Now, some of y'all might be looking at that and y'all might be saying that's a very salacious title, MM2K, and you were just ragging on another YouTuber for having a very over-the-top comparison of Crackdown 3. No, I believe this wholeheartedly, man. I believe this wholeheartedly. That this whole Crackdown 3 debacle has caused a seismic shift in the infrastructure of the community. This was like an ELE, an extreme level event. It has caused something that I want to call hashtag CD3 Awakening. I'm going to get into all that. And I know there's a lot of people that's like, MM2K, you're milking this. You're just trying to be negative on Xbox. No, this right here has spawned a conversation that since I started this thing since 2017, I've been trying to bring up since 2017. I want to show y'all something. Let me do this. If I can find, where the hell's my channel at? Let me go to my channel. No, I'm gonna do it this way. Hold on. Give your boy a second. Hold on here. Hold on. Videos. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's do it. Let's do it this way. Damn, that's a little off, isn't it? It ain't showing the full screen. That's all right. Y'all gonna get the drift. Okay. I want to do this too. I'm gonna mute. No. All right, let's transition it. Let's do this. Okay, can y'all see that? This is your boy's channel. This is MM2K's channel. You know, I'm a small fry. 270 subscribers. But like I said, we got some things coming. That's, you know, hopefully that'll change people to appreciate what you've grown to appreciate. You know what I'm saying? These are all my videos so far. I got a plethora covering different things. E3 2017. You know, what's this? Let's go to my infamous Fallout rage. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, I want all the smoke. You know, I've never been one to shy away from controversy just because I thought the opposing notion of mine was more popular. I never did that. Here goes all my videos, you know, from the baby stages. My very first video was a year ago. No, that's a lie. This is an outro. My very first video was a year ago. It was an Uncharted 4 review. It's dog crap. But if y'all want to check it out. But I want y'all to see my very first content video as I was peering into the whole Xbox thing. It was around the same time I made this Uncharted video. Actually, I redid the Uncharted video because it was so bad. I was like, nah, man, I gotta redo this. My very first video is this. Phil Spencer gets a new promotion, and I'm not celebrating. Let's listen to some of this. Here goes. Hold on. Uh-oh. Oh no, let's see. I want y'all to hear my beginning. Remember that? Remember that janky ass song? Some of my early peoples remember that piece right there.
Yo,
see what I gotta say.
Have you heard the news? Your boy Phil got a big promotion. Hey, yo, Phil, Yo, now that I think about it, what does that mean for me, the gamer? Now I'm nervous. Hey, it's your boy MM2K. I'm coming through with my new segment. It is called The Medicine. Why is it called The Medicine? Because I am here periodically dropping these pills, writing these prescriptions for y'all in the gaming community to make sure y'all head is clear to deal with all the sickness out here in the
all right, MM2K, right? You babbling too much, man. You sound nervous to me. Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
And I'm gonna tell you something that's really big in the American business state of mind right now that crystallizes Microsoft's problem right here in the gaming division, and why Phil's promotion may not be the best thing.
Listen.
It's 2 words.
Listen.
Reputational risk.
Woo!
That reputational risk word is what put Phil in this position right now. What is reputational risk? Reputational risk is when an American business loses, or any business really, loses the reputational standing with their clients, their providers, and their investors.
Tell them, young MM2K, tell them.
Not so much the customers, the people at the retail stores buying the goods and services, but clients. If man,
you know what, y'all gonna have to enjoy that tasty morsel goodness on your own, man. I'm not gonna go through the whole video, but the reason why I did that is because I wanted to make it prevalent to everybody that's listening that MM2K, even though I'm an Xbox enthusiast, even though I like the product and I like the services now, I never was an Xbox fanboy, meaning that I would co-sign on anything or anybody that was bumped up to a certain position. This video came out September 20th, 2017. It's February 18th, 2019, if I'm right. Right? President's Day. Back then, your boy MM2K was trying to warn you about the situation with Phil Spencer, some of the things that was going on with your boy that was troubling, and how we could be caught and misled by Phil's persona and wrapped up in that persona in a perpetual damage controlling state of mind. I tried telling y'all that back then. So, for those of you that are concerned, MM2K, is this another RIP Xbox podcast? MM2K, you a fake pony. You trying to be like Z. September 20th, 2017. Fresh on the scene, crispy and clean. I was warning y'all about this. Let's keep an eye on it. Nobody wanted to listen. Y'all was all up in the clicks. All up in the videos, you know what I'm saying? Listening to them other cats. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Meanwhile, you're building up their revenue, and hence you come to hashtag CD3 Awakening Day, as I also call AHA Day. Well, you just can't understand how something like this has happened. Now, what is that something that I'm talking about? Well, Crackdown 3. The review of the state of Microsoft gaming in totality, and the forged split that has happened within the Xbox community. That's what I'm talking about. It's going to have ripples for time and time to come. Period. Let me go to the chat. Homie Jack Powell, Xbox is sinking faster than the Titanic. Neethles, weren't people randomly throwing Rand under the bus? Heard of some things. I'm going there. And yo, Neethles, stop trying to drop my material, okay? First you try to jump on my man Porter Rock. I'm not having that. Now you trying to drop my material before I do. Stop it. Cyrus Burke, I already know. He's about to go left. Dear Phil Spencer, where's the critically acclaimed single-player, story-driven Xbox Windows 10 games from Nathaniel a Knox. And I think Nathaniel's a hardcore Xbox cat. You know what I'm saying? Victor Alliston said, get to the point. No, I'm getting to the point, man. The point is, there's a lot of people that are in stage 2 of their Xbox Crohn's disease. they're having a hard time digesting the bullshit that we've been fed from the Xbox brass. So they got Xbox Crohn's disease. Okay? That was my point. I showed you that video in 2017 that I'm not caping for nobody. All right? I'm the consumer. I invested into your ecosystem for a particular reason. You got to keep those goods and services flowing, or you're not going to get a thumbs up from your boy. And I was trying to tell y'all since then. Now, what does that relate to what's going on right now? Well, let me explain to you how. Now, before y'all get all upset and worked up and all that other stuff, let's just hear me out. Hear me out. Let me go back to the original screen. Hear me out. Before I say this, I'm only saying this because I love y'all like children I've never raised. We as Xbox gamers have become de-evolutionized as gamers. I repeat, we as Xbox gamers have become de-evolutionized as gamers. Here's how. Here's how this happened. No. Let me first explain. What do I mean by that? I mean the things that made us gamers, that help feed our gaming nature, the things that we enjoy, the things that we like, the standards that we have now all been washed away due to this debacle, not just prevalent in this whole Crackdown 3 thing, but everything that's happened this gen. Now, how did that happen? What is the basis of my argument there? Well, here it goes. All started this way. All goes back to last generation. As Xbox fans in the 360 era, by the 360 becoming the predominant machine, the preferred gaming platform last generation, the software king, all right, it allowed us Xbox gamers to talk smack and ridicule the PlayStation base, who honestly were often rabid and swore that the PlayStation was almighty, God almighty. My man Neethles is going through it right now. Sony is talking about they're going to upgrade their multi-platform undertaking, which whenever you expand, it's a good thing. Whenever you look into expanding and looking to do it right, that's a good thing. And you got ponies fighting it back. Oh, no, they don't need to do this. Oh, let's stay in the silo. No, it's never. Staying in the silo is never a good thing. Never. Whether you're on top or not, this is technology. You always have to expand. So I can't get on my Xbox brethren about this and let the Sony people slide because y'all #1 in sales. That's not doing nothing for me. But along with that, like I was saying, along with that, us talking smack with the PlayStation brass who thought PlayStation would never be toppled, it also solidified our faith in Xbox. And showed people that we just weren't cult gamer wannabes and over enthusiastic dweebs. Okay, that's what we just look at some cult gamers like y'all don't prefer PlayStation. What the hell's wrong with y'all? Y'all some tards. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, this gen comes around, and we're cool. Xbox gamers are cool. We think, as far as we're concerned, we proved our point. The series is over. Look, the game is over. We know it's a 7-game series, but we proved our point. We could beat Golden State. We could care less. It's over. Signs like Connect we ignore because we just assume that with this momentum we had last gen, we just assume Xbox is going to bring the killer apps. So even though we saw Connect and that was causing some shaky ground and causing some questions, we just ignored that. Go ahead, let them bring this Connect shit. We're going to get them killer apps like we done in previous gens, right? Now, while this is happening, Sony fans are out for revenge. They're out for blood. They're not happy about this. They're not happy about what happened last gen. A lot of them was traumatized about it. All right? And because they're out for revenge, any Xbox flaw they are peering into that they can notice, and they are hoping that they can overpurport heavily, right? Just to help give Sony that extra edge, because to them, the competition doesn't end here. Okay, you won. It's like when you beat somebody. Have you ever beat somebody that swore they could beat you? And they're angry. They immediately do over, do that, run that back, run that back, run that back. I've been there. I've been on the other side of that. I've been on the other side of that. Run that back. Nah, there ain't no way the hell you beat me. No, run that back. So the Sony got, they got knocked down. They got, oh shit. Oh no. Run that back. Come on, ring that back. I'm gonna go to my corner. Come on right back. So because of that, they're eyeing Xbox in the ring. Think of it as two fighters in the ring. They're eyeing Xbox in the ring. They're looking for every single flaw. Connect cameras always on. DRM, even though everything is DRM now because we're going to more digital than ever. And then this extra 180p thing. They're looking, you ain't got your guard up right, your jaws exposed, the chin line, even your eyes exposed. I'm gonna bite you in your neck if I got to. They're out for blood. They're ready for war. Media gets into it too, because the media likes video games. They get into it too. A lot of them are emotionally tied to the PlayStation being on top. So then the pile on begins. Xbox fans are at a loss. They don't understand the backlash. They say to themselves, Xbox is a viable system. None of this stuff matters in their mind, right? No, let me be straightforward and transparent. None of this matters in our mind. Hence begins the perpetual defense mode that we started to get into. Remember in one of my last videos recently, I talked about the 3 stages of the I'm gonna call it the Xbox Crohn's disease, not being able to digest the shit that have been given to us by the brass. Stage 1 is confusion. That's what I talked about this. None of this matters. An extra 180p DRM, it doesn't matter. It was confusion. Number 2 is being defensive. And like I said, that had triggered, all that stuff that I mentioned prior had triggered the perpetual defense mode. Because Sony fans, they look at it differently from us. We knocked them down. They ain't never been knocked down. Never. Have you ever seen Roy Jones? If you're a boxing fan, Roy Jones was fighting Sugar Shane Mosley. He was fighting Sugar Shane. I'll never forget this fight. Sugar Shane was like on the decline. Sugar Shane Mosley, if you're a boxing fan. And Pretty Boy Floyd, he's known for dodging and having the impeccable defense. Sugar Shane Mosley rocked the hell out of him. Almost buckled the hell out of him. Floyd got mad and started, and they got his 2 cents together. He was mad. How dare you buckle me like this? I'm Floyd Mayweather. And he dissected that boy piece by piece. He didn't even have to do what he did to Shane. Shane's old as hell. Even then, he didn't have to do that to my man, but he did it. Same thing happened here. They're in a fight. And we, as an entity, was just hobbling around the ring, trying to wear our time. We buckled you. It's over. We proved that we're viable. It's over. And they was just picking us off. Sony was just picking us off. With our shallow defenses. The power of the X. It's going to get rid of the power narrative. And I fell into that. Our exclusives, they may not be AAA, but they're fun. When did we ever say that as Xbox gamers? When? Never. And now we're in that perpetual defense mode because we're talking about these 13 new studios. Oh no, we're going to get great exclusives now because we got 13 new studios. 13 is just a number. It is not a game. Well, it might have been a game on PlayStation, but it ain't a game for Xbox that's going anywhere. It's just a number. Listen to it. I was talking about the aforementioned Porter Rock. Porter Rock tells you itself. You got to give it to him. Like him and love him or hate him. He was giving it to us bots in 2018, man. And Porter Rocks told you the secret to his sauce. He said all I had to do was listen to these two podcasters that will not be named, and I already know y'all defense. Because what did we do? Because we were in perpetual defense mode? Even though your boy MM2K in 2017 was dropping the truth, was dropping that medicine, we was just coming up with our talking points, our defense lines. And then when we had to go into the war zone, we just kept getting mowed down. We kept getting knocked out. Fighter after fighter after fighter. We're better than this. We always yearn for the top, innovative everything. An empty-ass Sea of Thieves and a glossing Crackdown 3 would have never been acceptable as the AAA launches in previous generations. Well, the caveat is they would have never been acceptable with no powerhouses behind them. Now, how does this all connect to right now? Because we wanted to blame Terry Myerson, we wanted to blame Don Matrick. We still, and look, like I always say, we're going to blame Seamus Blackley for his pension. And you know what I'm saying? So how does this connect to now MM2K? Get to the point like my man had said earlier. This is how it connects. Now, I've had an epiphany to a degree about Crackdown 3. Because I played the game. But here's how as far as my epiphany goes. I'll break it down to you in multiple parts. Here's the positives. I will say that once you get past the first 15 minutes, the AI is engaging. It presents a challenge. The weapons in the game are the shit. The game, even though the art style that's like the cell shaded stuff, it's gorgeous. I said I'm thinking some of the top 5 looking games, and I'm gonna stick by that. This gen, I'm going to stick by that. And the single-player gameplay can garner some fun. With that being said, here's the reality of it. And I got to be brutally honest here. The first 15 minutes are abysmal. And into comparison to other $60 titles, like a God of War, this is unacceptable. After God of War released and you saw the stranger fight, how in the hell do you think it's acceptable to drop a $60 game and have your first 15 minutes look like that? But I digress. Let me just move on. The control mechanisms absolutely make no motherfucking sense and need completely reconfigured for a 2019 game of this nature. They make no sense. And the movements aren't tight and crisp. Like just oftentimes I try to do something simple as just peering up off of a ledge and I'm moving 60,000 feet over. Those are 2007 mechanics or flaws that you dealt with. Game controls are tighter than that now. The animations, even though the art style, even though the glossiness makes the game look pretty as far as looking at, the animations also are dated and look janky as hell. They don't just look janky because it's the art styles. They haven't been updated. The best comparison I can give you is it looks like they took a beat-up-ass Prius from 2009 and tried to put some glossy-ass paint on it. And, lastly, the game has made no substantial evolution since 2007 or 2009, whatever the hell it came out, to warrant the $60 price tag. Come on, let's keep it real. Let's keep it jiggy, people. Come on. Hey, yo. Come on, Ikeys. Look. Crackdown 1. Even though I enjoyed it. Even though I thought it was cool. Even though it got an 81. Let's keep it jiggy. Crackdown 1 was mediocre. It was mediocre. A lot of people didn't finish it. It didn't have that constant drawback. A lot of people only played it because it came with the Halo 3 beta. I wasn't one of those people. I played it because of the whole co-op thing. I was big on co-op. And at first, I was into the game, but then I got bored of it, like maybe halfway through it. That's a sign of mediocrity. So Crackdown, even though it got an 81, it got an 81 off of a boost. People were surprised it was as good as it was. Back then, that's why I got an 81. People are disappointed that the game has made no evolution. That's why I got a 60. So if you're complaining about, well, it's not fair, it's a 7, or maybe a 7.5, okay. You weren't complaining that it was made in 81 back in the day. It wasn't no 81. But of course, you won't complain now that it's a 60. Because it's not a 60. But it's all relative. Things come full circle, baby. Let me go to my chat. Let me see. Let me see who stopped following me from the Xbox community. Oh man. It's not an Xbox. Hey, look, it's not an Xbox RIP podcast. We going free to dumb. Freedom. Change gonna come. It's time to free the dumb. Freedom. Let me get to my damn chat. Xbox is losing so hard it's not even funny. Carlos, what's up, homie? What you think about that Crackdown, Carlos? Me and you was chatting on Twitter about that. Big ups to Carlos. We trolling the shit out of each other on Twitter. That's my homie. You really think Obsidian and Playground Games are going to make duds? Victor, I see where you're coming from now, Victor. Victor, love your support, Victor. Victor is an early supporter of the channel. Victor is a faithful Xbox guy. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying this to be snarky or snob, Victor. I appreciate everything that you have to say. To answer your question, Victor, do I think Obsidian will make it? Look, did I ever think that Rare would have made a game at the quality of Sea of Thieves? No, I'd have never thought that. Would I ever thought that even Sumo Digital, along with multiple development time and resources, would have made this Crackdown 3 as a AAA title? No, I'd have never thought that. Do I think that the team, I forget the name, it loses me. Do I think that the team that made State of Decay 2, who originally advertised it, Undead Labs, who originally advertised it as a AAA game, would scale it back this much to make it just a little bit better, moving, bigger, somewhat bigger State of Decay? No, I would have never thought that. Because these teams are more talented than the shit that they're giving us. They're more talented than that. What's the common denominator, Victor? What is the common denominator, Victor? Or not just Victor. What's the common denominator, people? I'll give a cookie to the first person I guess. Oh! Phil Spencer gets a new promotion and I'm not celebrating. September 20th, 2017. That's the common denominator. We gave them development freedom. But then in this interview with Eurogamer, my first direction to the team. Man, look, man, I'm not trying to be, I don't know this guy. He seems like a nice guy. I got more to say about, I'm not judging his character. I don't know the guy like that. But if I hire somebody to cut my lawn and shit's all uneven and edge and shit and leaves is falling and in the street and it looks like a big middle finger, then I ain't gotta disparage the guy to know that somebody's did a bad job here. Y'all gotta get past this limbo shirts and all this smoothed up in air, man. Y'all gotta get past that. We didn't come from this. We didn't, man. If this is what we were given the first generation, Xbox wouldn't have lasted more than 3 weeks. Facts. So I get your point, Victor. It's very appreciated. But like I said, change gonna come. Y'all can finish the rest for me. Let me go on, man. So those are the positives and the negatives about the game. And the negatives have a reflection. As my boss always says to me, this is going to have a even though you didn't commit this happened under your watch, this has a reflection on you. And I may curse him out under my breath when he walks away, but he's telling the truth. Now, on top of that, let's talk about the reflection and who's responsible for what. Let's talk about that. Because my man Neethles alluded to it, and I'm going to do it without being messy. All right? Your boy MM2K is going to do it without being messy. Listen, follow me now. Follow me. On BGST last night, it was brought to my attention that we really need to focus on and pay attention to the biased media and their actions on helping to desecrate the good name of CRACKDOWN 3, the game that's been mediocre since its goddamn release. But I digress. So I ask you guys, I ask everybody, was it the media that said, hey, give us the worst parts of your game and give it to us to showcase? No. It was Microsoft. It was Microsoft's decision to give IGN, the publication that has done them the least in the realm of positive marketing and positive perception. It was Microsoft's decision to not only give them the worst part of the game, which was the first 15 minutes, but to give that to them and have somebody in the room with them that when the people that are the worst stewards of your material ask, what am I supposed to do to try to help put some guardrails around it and try to give some type of good perception to what's in front of them? They were told by a Microsoft person, I don't know. Change gonna come. It's time to free the dumb. So, is that media bias? If I'm walking down the street, I want to get home quick, but I look down an alleyway. I see 5 suspect dudes dressed up like they straight off of Michael Jackson's Beat It. They got pipes and leather chains and rhinestones, handkerchiefs, and they're sitting there smacking their hands with these artifacts. I ain't got nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? You read between. I ain't got nothing on me. If I walk down the alleyway and get my ass whooped, Do I have the right to go, oh, alleyway bias. Alleyway bias. Nobody's going the alleyways. I mean, I can. You could do anything. But then it just makes it less valid. So again, the correlation to that is if you know that IGN has been some of the worst stewards of your products, goods, and services, your fans feel the same way. Why in the hell would you give the worst part of your game? Because once you get past the first 15 minutes, you're cool. The game is completely different. Why would you give the worst part of your game to them? I continue on. Then you had subsequent mismanagement after the game was released and all hell broke loose. Where you had the studio director and somebody, they did this rough shot YouTube video like they were caught up. Better get on there and fall on the sword right now to explain 3 particular issues with the game. One being the no friend lobbies in multiplayer. 2, the lock of the frame rates to 30 frames per second for co-op play. 3 was, I think, co-op game saves and how that worked. And 4 was something else. 3 and 4 weren't issues to me. The co-op save thing is a little bit confusing, but I know why they did it that way. And it's actually cool because what they're trying to do is, and other games have done this too, but it's an old style of doing it. And other games have done newer things. But again, this game is relying on old antics. And they're trying to pass it off to you as nostalgic charm. And it's not. It's just lazy development. But because there's games like Far Cry 5 and all that has tackled this issue. And what is the issue? When you have a co-op game, how do you deal with the material that you may get exposed to with someone else's co-op game that you haven't reached yet in your own single player game? And they've settled this already. They settled this well before Crackdown 3 came out. Far Cry 5 came out, February of last year? A whole year earlier. This is already settled. This ain't nostalgic charm. But again, that's not the worst part. I don't want to go off too much on it. That's not the worst part. The worst parts are 1 and 2. 1 being that you don't have friend lobbies. Now, I'm not a multiplayer guy. I'm not a PvP person. I'm not big on that. I'm a big Destiny 1 fan. I rarely spent any time in PvP. I'm not a big PvP person. With that being said, I can feel my brethren's pain. I can feel their pain. I can feel their pain because why in the hell does Xbox, known the last stitch that they have, we leading off the truck, we done shot the hell up. We're gasping for air. They trying to take us to the emergency room. We're on the last gasp. And the equivalence of that last gasp is our online infrastructure. You play with everybody all the time. The online is very secure and smooth. Right? Now, since your homie Phil's taken over, it's been my observation that Xbox Live has gone down in quality. That just could be your boy. But in addition to that, you've also lost the pillar of your last selling point right now because you ain't got the games, which is your online infrastructure. Your friends can't play together. And this guy came out and said the reason why we did that is not because it's something that he noticed, but because it's something they were afraid of. They wanted to make sure that it would work before they tried it, before they made it live. So they just took it out. So again, Xbox brethren said, hey, that hurt them. Said, hey, that was y'all need damage control, trying to get y'all clicks up. For those of y'all that said, hey, that makes perfect sense. MM2K, shut the hell up. Riddle me this. Would you go buy a car? And then when you go to pull it off the lot, the steering wheel doesn't turn? And say you just run into a pole, you jump off the car. Hey! You realize the steering wheel don't turn? And the dealer comes to you and says, yeah. Here's the thing. When we were developing the car, there were some issues. And we didn't know if turning the wheel would make the axle fall off. We were fearful of that. So We were going to let you guys test it, and if the axle didn't fall off, we were going to service the wheel so it could turn later. What is the point of gaming on Xbox multiplayer-wise if you can't play with your friends? If you were that fearful of an essential element, then the game shouldn't have been released. Or at least that game part shouldn't have been released. And the guy's like, yeah, that's on me. That's on me. No, I'm not buying that shit. Because yes, you may have come up with that decision, but there should have been somebody with a little bit more business savviness, a little bit more in tuneness to the community that should have said, whoa, hold on. That just doesn't make any cotton-picking sense. That don't make any damn sense. Online multiplayer without friend lobbies? The game ain't ready yet. It doesn't come out the oven yet. If we're that fearful, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I'm asking for a friend. Whew, goodness. And the last part of Xbox involvement in this whole thing is what I've been alluding to, the dismissiveness of Phil. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. 2018 reveal. Oh, we're not talking about the cloud anymore. We're not talking about the cloud. But hold on, we're not talking about the cloud. We're not talking about the cloud. Okay. But didn't you tell us that this game was going to be on the grand swell of Halo, Gears, and Forza? We're not talking about the cloud. We're not talking about the cloud. Okay, well, if you're not talking about the cloud, then all of your impact must be in the campaign, right? Then you come out of nowhere and you show a caveated segment of the multiplayer, which, again, gives hope and light to your community. See? It was a surprise. Phil likes to surprise us. There's a reason why he doesn't tell us stuff. Because he wants it to have impact. Yay! And big up to Carter 1972. Thank you for subscribing. Yippee! Phil! Then the game comes out. No multiplayer. Online, no friends, online lobby friends for multiplayer. You don't really hear a peep from Phil. You hear a comment, which, our condolences to that there was someone that I believe passed away that's in the game. But that's about it. You've heard some other execs say, we did not make the game for the critics. Oh! Which they don't understand how out of tune that sounds. They think that's business babble. They think that's damage control, and it sounds all mighty and vainglorious. That sounds like to me and others that are officially in the CD3 awakening, hashtag CD3 awakening. We work. Look, quality, AAA quality. Man, please. We're making straight to Game Pass games. Man, please. Mother, please. That's what that sounds like. We don't make games for critics. You don't make games for critics, but you give 15 minutes of your game to someone that is known to be difficult on your game. If you don't make games for critics, then why the hell would you put it in the critics' hands early? What was your point? The audio don't match the visuals. And y'all gotta wake the hell up. This is too prevalent. Yes, a lot of blame goes to Microsoft, but I'm segueing to this point, which is very important. Most of the blame goes to us, the Xbox gamers. And look, before I get into this part, let me just say this. I'm proud of the 24 people watching right now. Again, people hearing this, 24 people. That's high for me. Again, I'm not doing this for no clicks. I'm gonna keep it real because I'm gonna keep it jiggy with you. MM2K, even though I had my fill video, I had a lot of other videos, but I was in stage 2 in my defensiveness state. And my Xbox brethren was eating it up. Gobble, 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 gobble. They loved it. I could have stayed on that path. I could have kept caping for Xbox, and I probably have way more subscribers than I do now. Guaranteed. I'd probably be in profit share and all that stuff. Right? But I'm a gamer first. I'm not throwing away my integrity for nobody. Like I said, I don't suffer from the Xbox Crohn disease where you can't digest the bullshit you try to digest and having a hard time digesting the bullshit you being fed. Hell no. Time to free the dumb. But I blame us. I blame us because of the confusion that I understand that was caused, that we did not have the foresight and keep our head on a swivel to pay attention to everything. And we left ourselves exposed. That's why we were so shocked when we just swore that the Power of the X was going to bring the Xbox brand back. Phil had no plans of doing that whatsoever. That's why they didn't pretty up Crackdown back in 2017 like they could have and just released it then. Again, the 3 stages of the Xbox Crohn's disease. Confusion. Defensiveness. And then when you want to get cured, and you want to have that hashtag CD3 awakening, and you want to come and get these doses, then finally you'll get to realization where we're at right now. And when you're in realization, this is what you cannot do. First and foremost, you cannot say, oh, well, future looks bright. Based on what? Because they bought some stuff? That's all that they've proven. All that they've proven is a number, 13. Until they display a product and it's greenlit and that's displayed. That's all you got. Why do I say that? Proof is in the pudding. Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, and Crackdown, where we had the guy that's in charge who gave the people the development freedom, but then, in contrary to that, had his hands and paws and words all over it. How they came out. And they tried to hit you with $60 for Sea of Thieves and Crackdown 3. I have no faith until I see the games come out. Halo, Gears, and Forza, they are going to be fine. The conveyor belt operation that was produced for those came in well before Phil, and they were established, and they're gonna keep it rocking. They're gonna do their damn thing. So we're always gonna get a Halo, Gears, and Forza that's gonna be of top-notch quality. But if you're looking for brand new experiences that the Xbox ecosystem is all about, that's where you have to be concerned. You have 3 examples. Another thing we cannot do is we cannot compare the rating of Sony remakes because they're not full price AAA releases. Now, this is one of the most ridiculous things I've been hearing in these YouTube streets. Look at the Sony releases and how they've been getting high scores, and that's a whole different kit and caboodle. That ain't got nothing to do with the tea in China. We are not getting AAA games, but they're getting slapped with AAA prices on them. This ain't got nothing to do with any pony. If the ponies were just to disappear in a Thanos snap all of a sudden, and it was just us Xbox people, you trying to tell me Crackdown 3 is worth $60? Please. Another thing we cannot do is compare Crackdown 3, even though, like I said, I've had fun with it. Do I think it's a 60? No. But I think that it was given those scores as a reflection of the frustration with Microsoft. But you cannot compare. You can't do these subliminal or these off-the-cuff comparisons for the sake of clicks or for the sake of acceptance by the Xbox brass by doing crazy comparisons of Crackdown 3 to Cyberpunk 2077. Stop it! Such comparisons are disheartening, they're dishonest, and they're taking advantage of the frustration of your fan base by, instead of giving them serious food for thought, by you capitalizing on clicks and acknowledgement by the Xbox staff. Period. What you also cannot do when you're in stage 3, which is realization, is you can't blame the biased media when it was Microsoft that handed the unguarded keys over to IGN of all people. And when IGN said, well, damn, how do I move the stick shift? I don't know. And lastly, the most important point, which I heard last night, bewildered me. I'm not trying to be best. I'm just saying. I want time to free the dumb. We cannot cast doubt on our Xbox brethren who didn't like the game. It is what it is. They've transitioned out of stage 2, and it's your turn. Sea of Thieves, Crackdown, State of Decay. Let me say this before putting this whole thing to an end. Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, and Crackdown are not horrific titles within itself. Even when the Xbox originally came out, you had bullshit like Brute Force, and then you had other dog shit. You had dog shit like Too Human, even though I appreciated the effort. Yeah, but they were clouded within innovative, thought-provoking, you know what I'm saying, titles where they were trying to do something risky and new. And Xbox no longer has an appetite for that. And they have fooled you and have you in a perpetual state of stage 2, which is defensiveness of your Xbox Crohn's disease, by telling you, oh, this is just toxic fanboyism. Oh, we hate it. We hate it. Toxic fanboy. Oh, you know why? They love this fanboy fight. Because it focuses you on the wrong boogeyman, which is the ponies. The ponies just want to fight. They came for a fight. Them and the casuals came for a fight. They want to see an all-out brawl. Wow. PlayStation got knocked down. Woo. Let's see what Xbox, what blows they going to throw this time. And instead, we was moseyed around the ring. But when you clean up your own house, you got to ignore the ponies. And I'm sorry, my Sony brother, but I'm just saying here. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to provide the impact to my Xbox brethren so they get what I'm saying here. And I don't mean to call y'all ponies, but the ponies, the ponies don't matter in this equation. They don't. They keep you focused on them as a smokescreen. Because while you're focused on them, you're not questioning the quality of games that they're giving you. I tell you, and I'm willing to bet both of my arms on it, that if this was the first generation or the last generation where that smokescreen wasn't so thick and Xbox was giving you this quality, then you wouldn't be singing this same tune. You wouldn't be. It's facts. You wouldn't be doing it. So basically, because of the aforementioned Xbox gamers now stepping up, the ones that said, you know what? All right, this is a piece of shit. Or, all right, it's mediocre, but we deserve better than this. And I'm seeing more of that now more than ever. This gen. I'm seeing people transition into stage 3. That is why I titled this video, this stream. I think there's going to be how Crackdown 3 changed the Xbox gaming forever. Because I think now, finally, more than ever, I think there's going to be a long reckoning in the community. Period. Change gonna come. Time to free the dumb. And that's it from your boy MM2K. Mr. Righteous Fist. He said, what the blank is going on here? The truth. We're freeing the dumb. We're bringing freedom. So many people have so many things to say. Hold on. Cats is, hold on, let me. This is my homie. Hold on. Not in work until tomorrow. I'm freeing the dumb right now, baby. Can't do it now. All right. So let me go to my chat. Woo! Y'all had a lot to say, boy. Y'all had a lot to say. Later. Switch to our compact mode. All right. Let me see here. Carlos says, let's keep it funky. Positive or negative opinions will break or make any product impact for sales and longevity. That includes software as well. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Again, if I walk past an alley and I see some real suspect cats, just like Michael Jackson's Beat It, and I walk down there and I ain't got nothing on me to protect me from the suspectedness, and they do some shit, I'm just going to leave it at that. Am I going to run around here again? Oh! Alleyway bias! No! It doesn't work that way. So yeah, it is what it is. The media don't like you all like that. You have a reputation, Microsoft, and I get you trying to shed their reputation. But you're not, Phil, you're not going to charm these people over. They may have bamboozled you. I think what happened was when they reviewed State of Decay and they wasn't too harsh on State of Decay, I think they said, we got him. We won him over. We got him. No, they just happened to like State of Decay more. And then you got lazy with it. And if you're not going to show care for your product, why should they? Yahura Hanma said, MM2K, are you African American? Yes, my fine friend, I am African American. I hope that solves your inquiries for the day. My brother, keep it 1,000. These fanboys hate the truth. Carlos again. He says, hey, I'm out of here playing some Red Dead. I'll catch you later. Let me know if you want to do a show later. All right, Nethos, I'll hit you up. Daniel B, most spitting facts. Overdone is a I'm gonna go on this one. Overdone. Hey, yeah, you're a true ass for this one. Overdone said Scalebound is gonna be resurrected as a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Wouldn't that be a yo? I'm gonna put nothing past this regime. And wouldn't that be some stuff if on the Xbox Live platform that's gonna be on the Switch, if they release Scalebound, but it's only exclusive? Hey, yo, what if they start releasing exclusive content for the Switch on the Xbox Live platform, yo? Hey, they already doing it for PC. It's all about where you want to play, right? Oh, man. Big ups to everybody. There was so many of y'all, man. Hey, man, like I said, look, I'm going to finish off with this. Everybody in the chat, big ups to everybody. I'm going to read off y'all names. The hell with it, man. The hell with it. You know what I'm saying? Ujima Hana Thanks for answering. I do what I can for the people. Mr. Righteous Fish coming in at the 11th hour. Carlos Fernandez, the homie. Daniel B. My homie Nethos, Philosopher Doom. Hey, yo, Mose. They jocking Jay-Z. I see someone dropping a Game Dosage podcast. What up with that? Hey, man. Look, man, we got some big things coming, Doom. So, they could do what they... Hey, yo. They could try to duplicate and imitate all they want. They gonna do it at their own fate. Hey, yo. Overdone with your crazy ass. Zero Hunter Q. The Hunter. All right. Sorry about that. Shane 786. Oh shit! Hey Shane, hit me up in the DM, man. I'm trying to get you on the show. Come on. Stop playing around, bro. Nathaniel says IGN needs to die. Oh man, Nathaniel, don't do no. They are what they are. They're hacks. They're hacks. And YouTube, whether you're a PlayStation, Nintendo, or an Xbox fan, YouTube is better in tune to the gaming community than they are. The questions, when you listen to these big name people that have quazillions and trazillions of fans, and you can answer the questions that they're posing to each other on stage better than they can, and you're not a YouTuber, then they're hacks. You don't need to listen to this. Ain't got nothing to do with PlayStation, Xbox. IGN is just hacks. They can't even mess with a YouTuber. Somebody like myself that got an e-bag to get a new mic. Oh, man. Who else is in here, man? Jack Powell. Big up to Jack Powell. Victor Alistan. Victor, I hope you didn't take what I said to heart, man. I was just, you brought up a very good point, and I wanted to illustrate that, man. Very good point. I always appreciate your support, man. Corey Dillon, D-Wad. He said, well, at least we're consistent. Dark Link, big up to Dark Link, thank you. Oh, the homie Tamiko Dawes. Xbox has truly lost their way. Again, man, you trying to get the comment of the podcast again? Yes, no true words have been spoken. They've lost their way, and they lost their way because we let them lose their way. We fell into that perpetual defensive state because we're worrying about what people are yelling at us across the street. Just imagine your house is on fire, you smell smoke, and someone says to you across the street, neighbors, you don't like them, you don't really care for them. Let's be honest. People take this console war thing personal. I kind of took it personal. I'm not going to lie. I'm fully transparent. I'm not in it for the clicks. I really appreciate the community. I love y'all, man. Pause. I won't get nobody the wrong idea. But, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of y'all, man. Straight up. I rock out with everybody. So, with that being said, I took it personally, too. Some of my responses on Twitter, stuff like that, was sharp because I was in a defensive state. I'm not going to lie. I was in a defensive state. And then, so imagine your house is on fire. You smell smoke, and you've always had these neighbors talking about your house. Ooh, the grass ain't cut. Ooh, the siding is off. Ooh, the porch ain't swept. Ooh, your cat shitting in the yard. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? They just got something to complain about 24/7. But one day, there's smoke coming from your house. So here they go, the neighbors across the street. Ugh. There's smoke coming from your house. And just for the sake of not agreeing to them or giving them what you think, quote unquote, is the edge, you put yourself in harm. Ain't no smoke coming from my house. God damn it, I'm cooking ribs. And you ignore it, and then you dislike them so much, you ignore the smoke. Fire's getting bigger. Oh, look at them. House is on fire, they ain't doing nothing about it. Ugh. And you still, the house ain't on fire, man. We got solar panels. This is extra bright. It's getting worse until the house burns down. And the neighbors are still across the street. And once your house burns down, the next person, ugh. They all up in their stuff. Here you done lost everything because you worrying about what's going on across the street instead of paying attention to what's going on in your own damn house. So no, this ain't no RIP Xbox podcast. No, I'm not being overtly negative on Xbox. I'm trying to wake up the goddamn beast. But I need y'all help. Y'all too worried about what's going on across the street. The house is on fire. But I digress. Gilliam Delta. Big ups to Gilliam Delta. Cyrus Burke. Dirk Griggity. And that's it. And Jack Powell. I think I got Jack Powell. So that's it for the stream, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to review Crackdown. I've been playing with my bro, Noah. He did me dirty yesterday, man. This mug is at like level 80,000. He could jump 700 feet in the air. I'm at the very beginning. I probably collected like 3 orbs. So I co-op with him. I'm getting tore up all across the scene. I'm like, I done had enough Crackdown right now. And I got Premiere, and I'm going to get into my Anthem. And then I'm looking at getting Metro for the PC. So I'm going to be doing some gaming, and I'm going to do some stream. I still got some setup to do. I'm not fully back. But, hey, yo, but your boys, slowly but surely coming back on the scene. But I appreciate everybody that came through, that's listening. Thank y'all very much. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of y'all straight up. Even the 2 people that gave me thumbs down. Hey, it is what it is. You're in stage 2. We're going to get you out of stage 2. Again, this is not me catering to the people across the street. I'm not paying attention to them. Our house is on fire. There's smoke coming out. Whether they see it too or not, who cares? We got to clean up our own house. We got to take care of our own. That's all. So with that being said, thank you for everybody that rocked out with your boy today. This is it for Crackdown 3. Hopefully, Xbox is listening. Hopefully, this is the CD3 awakening that wakes the community up, that helps us wake up the beast, which is, we know, is just dormant for the moment in Xbox, and we get to the quality stuff that we deserve. All right? So with that being said, hey, yo, make sure you follow Triple B content, Broadband Bullies. We're doing the damn thing. Make sure you also follow PNTS Network. We're doing the damn thing there. We are officially, Scram Punk's podcast is officially on Radio Public. So help a brother out, because YouTube ain't partnering with me yet. You know what I'm saying? We get donations if you listen to the Scram Punk's podcast on Radio Public. So help a brother out. Okay, go to Radio Public. It's an app. You get it on iTunes. It's a Android app or Apple app. You can download it, or you could just go to Radio Public, listen to our show. It's Scram Punks, all one word. Check it out. Very enlightening. If you want to catch it live, right now it's being hosted on Dirk Griggity's channel. Follow my homie Dirk Griggity. And with that being said, like I said, man, there's some changes coming, man. Now I'm talking about with content, man. We about to change the game out here, man. For real. Be on the lookout. And with that being said, y'all know the deal. You know the slogan. You have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day.